Hey, welcome back. It is Laura at Hyperstamper, and I am so excited to be putting out another Christmas antique junk journal. And this one features a very, very old dictionary from probably around 1910. And I put on this 1930s Christmas card on the cover, and you can see the foil insert here under these squiggly lines, these beautiful poinsettias, these luscious greens, and the greetings here. And I have left it so that you can open it and you can see the beautiful image of the poinsettias inside and the inscription here, that wonderful Art Deco lettering. It's fabulous. And down the side, I've put matching ribbons and this vintage little ornament here. This little glass ornament, isn't that pretty? And it's actually quite sturdy, so it shouldn't break, but be careful if you are the new owner of this journal. And we are all intact. There was some damage to the spine, so I covered it up with some beautiful pink ribbon to match this cover, and I might actually add a little bit more to there when I'm done. But I was just dying to get this on YouTube so I could put it in my Etsy shop today. So here we go. Again, no tariffs on my journals. I'm exempt from those, and shipping is very fast by courier, so reach out if you have any questions at laura@hyperstamper.com. Happy to answer any of them. So look at this wonderful first page here from a 74-year-old book, Christmas book, Night Before Christmas. And then we've got this great hand stamping Christmas images throughout that I added, and some vintage wrapping paper that you'll see in all of my Christmas journals. And then I love this down here, this 1930s children's book page on the first snow, or on the train there. And this awesome 1930s greeting card, another one here from that same album that I have, more Art Deco lettering. And you can journal, add your own family photos in there. You can see where it was attached to the scrapbook that I had. And then back here is a great 1950s recipe book page from a Betty Crocker recipe book. And I chose it because it has eggnog pie. Eggnog pie, it actually sounds delicious. Maybe I might take a picture of that before I send this off to its new owner, whoever that may be. And this page here is a vintage page, Home for Christmas. So every single page in here is Christmas themed, and every insert is Christmas themed, and it's just lovely. This is from another vintage book here. This Santa's Workshop is far up north. We've got the little cardinal there, and there's the other side of it, and a vintage 1960s Christmas seal, 1970s sticker there. And this is the first page of this original book, so you can journal on there as well. A little pocket there. I did some hand stamping here of St. Nick. This is from a different children's book page. I used about 10 different children's books to pull the pages from. Quintessential Santa and the Sleigh Ride there. This is from a 1950s coloring book, double-sided page there. And this is a lovely antique postcard. Look at that one there. That's an Italian postcard, and that is Mary and the baby Jesus. And then we've got another wonderful little children's book, again a separate one there, looking for their Christmas tree. And this is just a hilarious one, making a snowman in the 20s. And then in here I've got this wonderful Paris, France Almanac page from 1940. And so that's during the war, and then this is December, but you can see down here they've got some Christmas ornaments there and Christmas gifts that you can think to make. It's fun to put that in Google Translate too, and read some of the satirical humor that they had during the war. And this is just another different children's book page. We've got the reindeers there, and there's Rudolph. This is a 1920s book, A Visit from Santa Claus. This is a piece of vintage fabric and pulled wool. And look at this exquisite antique postcard. We've got the gold corners and the gold embossed here, the frame. We've got a windmill here and a cottage by the lake. It's beautiful. And then on the back here, you can see this is from 1913. That's just, I love it. I was going to make it the cover of a journal, but it lives in here now. And this is just an adorable, almost antique postcard. It is from the 30s as well. How sweet is that? I just love how they paid so much attention to the insides of cards as well as the outside. And this is from a Honey Bunch book. And we've got here or sorry, Bunny Brown, not Honey Bunch. This is a Bunny Brown. They're going for a nice sled ride there in the winter, and they're trying to keep up with this train. Now this is a real treasure, and this actually does have value. You can Google that. And it is a little home canning and freezing guide. And I just loved it because it was red and green, and we do lots of baking and cooking at Christmas. So I just thought it was really cool. So you get the whole booklet in here. That is a keeper. And then on the flip side here, we've got the snow scene with the kids bringing the tree up to the house. And they've got the lights in the window. And here they are making a snowman. This is from a puzzle, a Christmas puzzle. You'll see a piece in each journal. You'd have to buy all the journals to put the puzzle together, though, so I'm afraid. I don't think that'll work. Here's another wonderful antique Christmas card from Matilda and Kenneth. Look at how lovely that is. And this is just from a craft book page on making a snowman. Here's a different children's book here with the elves. I don't often get to see them, just the elves on their own. And look at this sweet little boy from 1949 playing ice hockey in his backyard. A very Canadian and East Coast America kind of thing. And this is from a things to make and do using potato stamps to make different things. We've got the holly there. That's one of the ideas. And to make wrapping paper with a potato. Who knew? And yes, another vintage Christmas card, also from the 1930s. And I actually especially love this one. And look, you flip it up and the scene continues there. Isn't that wonderful? I love it, the little message in there. That's just, oh, I just love it so much. So that's a really fun page. We've got a craft up here to make a deer, this paper deer here. And then this is quintessential 1950s photography. Look at that cheesy candle with the fake snow and the fake snow on the poinsettia, but I love it. Look at that deep red, just fabulous. There's a snow scene on the opposite side of that. Another 1970s sticker from my sister. And this, of course, is from early 1900s, and it's a story of Tiny Tim. Sometimes they called the story Tiny Tim, and sometimes they called it Scrooge, and sometimes they called it, what else do they call it? It's on the tip of my tongue. I will remember. And yes, so there you go. Here we go. Here, another card from the third. Actually, this one's from the 40s. My apologies. Christmas greetings, and again you can journal all over that. And here is a little recipe that was cut out for Christmas butter cookies, and that is from the 60s. And the pocket down here is from an antique book, and the chapter's A Merry Christmas. That might have been from, oh, that is from Little Women. Another children's book page. Look how sweet that is, the dog and the cat looking at the at their stockings up there, Buttons and Lucky. So wonderful. Another fold out here. Great page here. Look at this. Now this is hilarious. I was going to keep this because how funny it is. And I hope I find another one someday. But popcorn cake. I can't decide if that is amazingly delicious looking or hideous and weird. But I'm going to go with awesome. And it's also an advertisement for spearmint gum. Makes no sense. But don't you love it? And I challenge whoever buys this journal to please make this recipe and send me a picture. Here we go. This is from the 50s. Here we've got this wonderful Edgar Allan Poe poem here, the sled ride, Sky at Night. There is a Christmas party scene up here from the 1930s. Made a little frame here for these vintage 1968 Christmas seals. There is the cover of a vintage children's book, Santa Claus book. And, oh, look how sweet that is. Little kids going sledding and skiing. There's Dad going down, down, down. Another different Rudolph story here. There he is. And that brings us to the end. So I hope you love this as much as I loved making it. Please come back soon. You can go to Laura, or no, that's my email. Go to hyperstamper.etsy.com. Leave me a comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye for now.